Hi, this is Dave Mosher with Discovery Channel. We're here in Baltimore, Maryland at the Age of Stars conference, and we're going to ask 3 questions about aging stars. Harvey, why is it so important to get a date on star?
Well, it's like you. I want to know what your age is, so in a sense how we can interact with each other. And it's the same thing with stars. I mean, we have to know what the ages of the stars are before we learn anything about the universe. In some sense, one of the best ages for the universe is what are the ages of the oldest stars in the universe. And so that's one of the fundamental reasons why we really want to know what the ages of stars are. When did the universe form? When did the first stars form? We want to know the whole chronology of the universe. And ages are the fundamental thing that we have to learn in order to do that.
Let's say I'm sitting on my back porch. It's a great starry night. I have my telescope. Could I age a star myself just with my telescope? What kind of tools do we need to do this?
That would be very hard to do. I think what you have to be able to do is, depending on the kind of star you're trying to age, you'd have to know about its evolution a little bit. You'd have to know its chemical composition and things of that sort. It's not something you're going to do in your mother's kitchen over a piece of pie and coffee. It's just not. It's much harder than that. Usually you need fairly detailed observations with moderately large telescopes. You have to learn a little bit about the temperature of the star, the chemical composition of the star, things of that sort, and from there you can go to an age of the star. And even for a single star, to go out and look at a single star, you look up at the sky and you look at Betelgeuse, you look at Sirius, one of these stars, and you ask, what's the age of that star? That's a really hard problem to do. It's very hard to determine the age of a single star. The best method for determining the ages of stars is to look at agglomerations of stars called star clusters. And when we look at a whole cluster like that, we have tools that allow us to get the age of the star.
Is there any new technology coming out that will help us better date stars?
Well, we're actually working on a project now which is not necessarily new technology, but some new ideas to age date stars. And this is a project which we're using with the Hubble Space Telescope, part of the reason we're here in Baltimore. We're using the Hubble Space Telescope to use a group of stars called white dwarf stars. These are stars that cool at a very, very predictable rate. So in a sense, nature has provided us with this fantastic clock. And all we have to be able to do, our job, is to try and read that clock and to figure out how old they are. The way these stars work, the cooler they are, the older they are. And so we measure the temperature, basically, tells us how cool they are, and then we have to use some theory to try and interpret that temperature in terms of an age. And I think this is an exciting new development in determining ages of stars.